Greetings everyone, this is the Hipster Snek, back with some more Trials of Mana. And as that handy little reminder there in our load screen has informed us, we're heading to the Dwarf Village. This is back in the, I guess I really can't say early days necessarily, but in the days where some D&D elements were left over from the series' early influences, such as how we saw dwarves and elves in the original Final Fantasy. The Golden Road actually was one of the most frustrating spots in the Super Nintendo title just because of how many Chobin hoods there were and their love of the dart weapons. Which, as I mentioned before, you couldn't dodge them. You just immediately took damage, and there was nothing you could do about it. And the goblins and their hand axes with a similar effect. Whoop. Just being able to dodge those just improves the game so much. Yay, go Charlotte. Alright. Wait, where's the other? Oh. Over there. Better just take care of them, get a little experience in while we're just heading this way anyhow. I'll take real-time dodging and mechanical skill over forced hits any day. Also, I think jumping actually was a fun inclusion, and I'm glad that's something they went with. Wait, did I get the item over here? No, I must have. Alright. If you go down this road at night, you'll run into a lot of undead-type enemies, so be sure that you have antidotes with you. Whoops. I talk about not taking damage from those things, and then I just take a bunch of damage from those things. At least they're not as bad as they used to be. By the way, there's nothing at the end of the road right now. You actually can't enter the town that's over there. At least not at present. Like most things in the game, you can thank the Beastmen and Jad for it. Before I forget, I should go ahead and apply Charlotte's stat bonus. Yeah, I should probably go the most direct route. Charlotte's going to be our primary healer since Lise and Angela never learn healing magics. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting departure from regular RPG tradition. It's actually Duran and Kevin who learn a lot of healing powers. It's actually mostly guys who get the healing spells in this game. That has a lot of HP. Jeez.
You have improved greatly.
Alright.
I believe Dwarf Tunnel is supposed to be around here, correct?
That's what they said.
Finally get to work out. See this wall here? It's actually an illusion made with refracted light. Cool, huh?
It's actually a pretty clever little
they
trick.
used to call this place Gem Valley because of all the crystals in the rock walls. The crystals are how the dwarves disguise the entrance. Here, look.
Wouldn't it be dwarves with a
This
V?
big rock looks normal, but I can shine my light to nullify the illusion. I know you want to see, right?
You know, that trick is brilliant.
Here's what the entrance to
No pun
Dwarf
intended.
Tunnel really looks like. Now get in there.
But what happens if someone just tries to lean against the wall? Then you just have a whole slew of new problems. The original Super Nintendo version had you manually pick the elemental spirits for situations like this, and it honestly was just kind of putting the round peg in the round hole, so I'm kind of glad they didn't bother making that a thing. And we are here at Dwarf Village. It's not that they're antisocial, they're actually quite friendly, it's just they kind of just keep to their own and mind their own business.
Lumina has been of great help. We have found Dwarf Village.
Come on, let's buy some nitramine.
Well, I mean, you can and simultaneously can't. As I live and breathe, topsoilers. You done saw through our trick entrance, did ya? Well, welcome to Dwarf Village. See, they don't even care. They're like, oh, you saw through our trick to keep us safe? We don't care, whatever. Honestly, to them, it's probably good economic prospects. Hi. Us dwarves make weapons from the ore we dig up. Yep, they're all handmade. Well, that is kind of a commonality in dwarves in most media, as they're very industrious. That's so moldy and heal. I think mushrooms are gonna start sprouting out of me. I have a really hard time reading that. Like, just... I get what they're going for, but it still throws me off. Let's steal everything not nailed down. Oh, speaking of not nailed down... One of the rewards you can actually get from the little cactus minigame is a countdown of how many treasure chests remain in a given area. And it can actually help you hunt down missing treasures. Cave life is just not my style, which I look like a mole. I don't even know what to say to that. Honey elixir. And cold hard cash. Which is good, is there's actually some good stuff worth buying through here. Hi.
Welcome. All these wares are good picks.
No, he's not wrong.
I love shopping.
Would you look at these?
This is useful.
Ooh, exciting.
Kind of an expensive investment, but pretty strong all around. Can't complain. Of course, we've been wearing those since before Full Metal Hugger, so it's about time we got a power up.
Come again.
Thank you. Oh, day transition.
Well, watch the shopkeeper. Done got a job to do. The tunnel's a mess further in. Ooh-wee, let me tell you. Well, there's a lot of monsters, so you should buy some items first. I am minding the shop.
Sounds like he's a rookie. You gotta have a little more confidence in your sales pitch.
Welcome.
That's more like it. I've done sales. You gotta put your best foot forward.
All these wares are good picks.
We're doing pretty alright.
Again.
I'm good, thank you. Next stop.
Well, all these wares are good picks.
Yep, a marked power-up in terms of our overall offense. So this is, basically gonna bankrupt us. But it's still worth it. Plus, if I sell these, I should maybe have enough.
All these wares are good picks.
Just enough.
I had wanted this.
Actually, let's go ahead and get rid of some stuff. All these items, I always forget that I have them. So I never end up using them. And ones like the Luna icon, these don't even work on bosses, so like it doesn't do anything, at least not significantly. And like, some of this could be useful. I'll hold on to that one. But I'm gonna sell most of this, just because, like, I don't need these, and honestly, a lot of them just aren't that useful compared to magic damage that we now ourselves can do. Whoops, 2 of those. Wood and Luna are just like so rare. I forget I have them more often than not. You know? Alright, that recouped a good deal of our losses.
Come again.
For some reason I thought this was the first village we could start buying helmets in, but I guess I was wrong. Well, it's fine. You know what, we should stop by the inn. Not to heal, but to use our item seed and to save. The upcoming dungeon isn't super difficult, but you should always be careful. I'm a spastic saver. Bat Moai. Guess I'll bat Moai at that. Haha. Shoot me. Nice. Can never have too many of those. Well, except when you do.
Welcome.
Just here to save my game. Not a huge amount of progress done yet, but hey, you know, don't want to lose it. Now that we're done powering up and offloading some useless junk, we can now go here.
Now, looking for what, huh? Well, it's further down the tunnel. Give me a sec. I'll make a path for you. You're welcome.
Cool, thanks. The rock doesn't look very stable. And just exploded.
Hey, I got a week for adventure, Well, be seeing you.
Well, excuse me for not being completely explosion-proof. He was standing closer to that blast than us, so that makes me wonder just how strong that guy is. Nice. Forget if I've explained or not, but magic rope just lets you, warp back to a dungeon entrance. Dang it. You guys have a lot of health. Jeez. Or I need to grind. One or the other. Really probably isn't a terrible idea, but... Beware cave-ins. Don't confront Watts if you know what's good for you. That's a weird thing to say, but... Seems like Watts actually is pretty chill overall. Sure you are.
It's the enemy. Not bad.
Angela's on the warpath.
We should leave this dark and treacherous terrain.
Certain characters will comment on your environs. Hi.
Yeah, I'm Watts. Who's asking? Oh, you want nitromite? I got some here. It'll cost you, though, 5,000 lucre.
Little out of our price range.
Not an easy mark, huh? Fine. I can give you a discount. How's 3,000 lucre sound?
Yeah, not gonna work.
No? Guess there's no deal then.
Oh, wait! Please!
Oh, wait, I ain't got time to chat. I'm looking for Gnome, our patron elemental. He ain't nowhere to be found. There's just been so many dang quakes and rumbles down here. I came to check on Gnome, but he was gone. What a mess. No time to waste. I'll be deeper in the caves looking for Gnome.
No, wait! He's gone. cannot do anything without that fuel.
We have to try and bargain with Watts. Don't let him get away.
Now-
Besides, I'm still a little worried that Gnome is missing.
Thanks, Fairy.
I have a bad feeling that I just can't shake.
Check the map. Okay, we're on the right track. Now, you might be wondering, Snek, is it possible to just grind it out and literally buy the nitromite from him? And it is, but I don't recommend it. And you'll see why. Now, there is actually a Steam achievement for going out of your way to do it, which is easiest to do in the New Game Plus mode, which was not a thing in the original. So in the original, it was just kind of an Easter egg, a haha, see, we let you actually do this, even though it was clearly not the intended goal. And you still have to go fight the boss anyway, you can't skip it or anything. So, that's a thing. Whoops. You should not sit there and get hit by obvious attacks. Not currently leveling Dragoon in Final Fantasy XIV. These slime creatures are annoying, and they were actually a little worse in the older version because they had crazy high physical evasion. You pretty much had to use magic in order to kill them. These bat creatures, not so bad. Whoa. It wouldn't be nearly as annoying if you didn't do it so often. The thing I think is kind of funny is this is essentially a dungeon. It's just a matter of this music is so mellow. Like, it's really chill. It's like, yeah, everything's groovy, everything's great, and yeah, we're just like destroying everything in our path. I should probably use a candy. There we go. Items meant to be used. Oh, we are, Angela. We are. Yeah, I'll go this way. Curse my greed. My love of treasure chests will be the death of me yet. No, I think there's a shortcut to before. Yep, we want to keep going north. This dungeon was kind of frustrating to navigate in the Super Nintendo version. It was actually a little more, the sort of place that wraps in around itself. So, like, you would go through a higher floor in the same basic area, but you'd be higher up, but they're, like, still essentially two different maps with nothing actually connecting them directly. So navigating it could actually be a pain. Getting third-dimensional space to move around in has made navigation much less frustrating. Really should start using my class abilities a little more. Oh, hey, little guy. How's it going? Nice. I don't think it's possible to get every single stamp in one save file because certain areas are closed off at certain points in the story. Like, I don't think you can get the one in Navarre unless you literally start the story as Hawk. That's not true. You can go back there later, but it takes a while. Get the items, kill the mushrooms.
No need to trouble yourself.
Even though they're the same enemies we saw before, they are markedly more powerful, so it's always important to pay close attention to those level indicators that they have.
What a joke.
Ah, dang it, dodged into the axe. Guess he needed to ask me a question.
Not bad. Such power! What can I say? I'm a natural.
I hope her actress had fun with that role. It sounds like she did. Damage dealt by enemies targeting the player decreased by 5%. Yeah. Lise is going to be the tank, so she needs that a little bit more. Plus, you honestly get class strike points so fast that it's like not really that big a deal. Charlotte, that was our decision. Whoops. Ran right past it. Goblin camp. I really play really conservatively with my powers, even though there's really no need to. Can't get out of this little nook now that I'm stuck myself into it. Thankfully, jumping remains an option. Okay, cast a defense down spell on me, but that's okay.
Lots is out there somewhere. Let's go. We gotta get that nitromite from him.
Hey Charlotte, say nitromite again.
Be careful.
The camera's so close to me, it's almost a first-person view. Let's get away from the wall, shall we?
We should leave this dark and treacherous terrain.
Yeah, Lise, I'll get right on that. Now, you might be wondering why I've been a little reckless. Well, that's because there's literally a healing point right here. And, I'm kind of getting my butt kicked. So, I'm gonna spare you guys me going around slaughtering goblins just for funsies. And, I'll catch up with you guys here in a moment when we're a little bit stronger. And we're back. And you might notice that we are a bit more powerful. I actually was going to stop at 12, but there were some power-ups I wanted to get before the next boss fight, and, well, I'm a bit of an overachiever, what can I say? Secretly, I really just wanted to get Lisa's strength up.
Where'd this hole come from? Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I don't know how you could have missed it.
I ain't gonna stick around. Later!
Thanks. Tongue. Next boss
There were humongous creatures like this underground.
is the
I'm
Jewel
afraid
Eater.
We have no choice but to fight if we wish to make it out alive.
You can hit his hands, and that will do damage. However, that is not really the most effective way. You should actually focus on his body and kind of try to stay away from his hands. Now, why did I keep this? Well, because he's weak to wind. So that does a little bonus damage. Take it where you can get it. Uh-oh.
Watch out! I think it's handsome.
Yeah, he is, and I don't want to be hit by it, which is why I'm using this. Whoops, that didn't work. Oh, I'm using my class skills more like I said I would. Thankfully, Lisa's swath is so big you can actually hit multiple parts of the body quickly if you spam it. Uh-oh. Oof. Catch him in just the right angle to see multiple numbers coming up, because I'm actually hitting multiple body parts with Lisa's, the spear is just so long, so you can actually catch a bit more of his body. Again, this guy can be tough if you're not ready. Oof. And I'm just being careless at this point, so I need to be a little bit more careful. Whoops. Right as I killed him, oh well. Better to use it than to lose the fight, right? Kaboom. Nice.
Everyone doing all right? Woo! So that's the legendary subterranean monster Jewel Eater. Well, I'll be.
We kill the legend, we get to be the new legend.
Tunnel
That's how it works,
entrance,
right?
a Stone Split Gap we call Gem Valley. They say that Jewel Eater only surfaces in the valley once every 1,000 years. Oh, you all are lucky. The first gnome goes missing, and now Jewel Eater appears. What in tarnation is going on?
It's weird that they call him Jewel Eater, but it has an insectivorous snout.
Hell, my ears done started burning.
Gnome! You're all
Ah, one of Carly's people. Or Charlotte, as she's now known.
Of course I'm all right. See? There I was, just taking a nap, minding my own business. When
I think Lisa's face is appropriate here. Just like, I cannot believe I'm seeing this right now.
If I hadn't woken up, I'd have been that monster's lunch. Whew.
Ooh, that ain't nothing to laugh about.
Gnome? We need your help.
Oh, if it ain't Fairy! Been too long!
Are all fairies just named Fairy?
With the power of the elementals, we can open the portal to the Sanctuary of Mana. Please?
Well, I ain't one to turn down a request from an upstanding lady like yourself. Leave it to me, miss.
Could you please stop hopping? Obtain the powers from Earth Elemental Gnome. Now you have access to Gnome's powers. Which, I'm not sure if Angela has yet or not. Let's actually stop and have a look. Probably should start bolstering this. These will get magic soon, so... Yeah, she already has Diamond Shard, so she's pretty much golden. Yeah. And Charlotte... So I haven't put any points into luck yet. I should start working on that. You will ultimately have more than enough stat points to max everything out by level 99.
You guys are friends with the great and powerful gnome. I'm sorry for being so rude earlier. Here, you can have the nitramite on the house. Oh, don't you worry about it. No charge.
Of course, given how much grinding I just got done doing, I could probably afford it out of pocket now.
Here, I'll send you right back to the entrance to Dwarf Tunnel with this magic room.
If you feel like you want to grind, you can actually turn this off or down. But I'm good in that respect.
You all take care Give my regards to Gnome.
He's, like, right with us. Eh, it's whatever.